I like to say being in control of things is like really important, really kind of impactful to your life. But also, when you are not in control of things and you don't have a direct input, to not really allow it to affect you. This last couple of days has been a string of failures, and I kind of want to talk about it. Let's start first with what is a little bit more timely, right? Valentine's Day. I've been trying to court some women, let's say, and I haven't been very lucky. I don't really go out a lot, so I kind of rely on dating apps a good bit. And I had met, hadn't met her yet, but I was talking with this woman, and we were hitting it off pretty nicely. We had the same couple of interests. We were talking about very good things. Conversations were like, it didn't feel one sided. It felt like both parties were interested, right? And then one night, it just it dried up on her end. Responds the next day, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I was busy with this. I'm so sorry." And I'm like, "Oh, no, I totally get it. I have a busy schedule too. I understand. Being like sincere." It's like, "Yeah, no, I understand. Like, I get it." And then that was actually the last message I sent her because she has not responded to that. And that was multiple days ago. I don't like to talk about. I'm trying not to talk about women as much or my dating ventures as much because they kind of all end the same. And I've talked before about how I'm either going to try and not pursue any kind of relationship or it's very complicated. I'm very flip-floppy on that. And it's really hard for me to make like a concrete decision of okay, I'm going to focus on myself or okay, I'm going to spend more time doing this or that or whatever because I'm a very flip-floppy person. It just sucks that I constantly take L's in this department. I can't really get a dub here, especially when it's Valentine's. I wasn't hoping for anything like physical, but I was hoping to get like something moving. Because I was like, hey, was wondering if you're still available. If so, do you have plans for Saturday? And she goes, I'm gonna be in Columbus, Ohio. Okay, you know what? Maybe just not, maybe not in my deck right now. Other than that, which is really just more of a like it's a like I'm constantly messing up with women. Other than that, I was trying to do my brakes earlier today. I was trying to fix something with them. I think a clip on one of the back brakes was messed up. So I tried to fix that with my dad and it just kept getting worse and worse. Like the piston was not fully going back in once we were getting the caliper back on and then my dad and I were trying to mess with the brakes and then all the brake fluid came out at me and I got it all over my hands and on the ground and then we had to spend like 30 minutes putting the piston back in. It was not fun and it made me feel like I didn't feel stupid, but I felt like I was not in control. And in that scenario, fuck, I was gonna tie the first example to control. I'll tie it back later. I wasn't in control of what was happening. And in that scenario, I didn't feel like, okay, oh, this is all going horribly. I can't control it. It was more of a learning experience. So I was under the impression that I wasn't going to be able to control everything. Like I was okay with that and I was ready for that. And then shit just kept getting worse and worse and I just felt like, "Oh my god, this is fucking like this is abysmal." And I'm fucking this up and it's horrible and I'm not in control and I don't know what's happening and I don't know, and I'm freaking out, and now like my car's fucked. It's not fucked. It's at the Brakes Plus or whatever right now to go get fixed in the morning. It's just really frustrating not being able to solve things on my own. That's how we'll tie it back. It's very frustrating to not be able to see through my efforts. I try and fix my brakes. I end up fucking up my car. I try and court a fine lady. I get ghosted multiple times. It's like why do I try these things and then they just like if they just fuck me in the face, why even try when shit is just gonna fucking go horribly wrong for me? It's just Dude, my cat just really wants to lay on me, and I'm not letting him do it. It's so frustrating whenever I feel so confident about something and it just blows up in my face. You know, it's really it's really demoralizing. You know, and I had a little. I was gonna make a video maybe a week or two ago for this account about how depressed I was about not being able to find love, and I was like, I've already come to terms with that multiple times. So I don't know why I keep going in this cycle of getting my hopes up with a woman. We hit it off great. We're talking. It's going good. It's like I'm able to hold up a conversation, not in just like a, okay, I'm asking questions, she's just responding, which is something my friend was going through in that kind of scenario. It's more like we're just going back and we're not even really asking questions. You know, I mean, questions are being asked, but it's more like a dialogue is being developed and it's moving and it's coursing and it's evolving. You know, it feels amazing, and then at some point the ball just drops and it's like fuck. I just like fuck. Why is this not working anymore? You know, what did I do to fuck this up? I get a lot of moments like that. You know, I haven't been very consistent with my like my videos either, which I'm noticing is like really bad. I'm trying to do an internet thing and I'm not doing the internet thing, you know? Like I just said, I meant to make this video like a week or two ago and I just hadn't because I just don't do it, you know? Another bit about control. We're gonna do three themes here. One about love, one about my car, one about weed. We'll do the weed one now. One thing that I have really bad control over is my my want to get high. I kind like on Sunday, no, Saturday I planned to edit a bunch of videos. I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna go to work on Saturday. I'm gonna stay home. I'm gonna edit videos. I'm gonna just work. Because on that whiteboard, there's those four lines of text at the top. These four are YouTube videos. This bottom one is a TikTok, and then those two on the side are TikTok. I have four YouTube videos I need to edit, and that's before going into my Twitch to pull more footage, right? And I just didn't do it. I just got really high and played the video game. And I was like, oh, yeah, it's whatever, because I'm not working Sunday either. So Sunday I'll do the work. And then on Sunday, I woke up. I'm just gonna get high today, and that's all I did. I just got high all of Sunday, and that was yesterday. I got high all of yesterday and did fucking nothing, you know. So it's like I feel like I'm like these are supposed to help me sleep and to help me eat. That's what it began as. And then it turned into this is how I relax. And then it turned into this is how I end every single day into this is what I'm going to do for the day. And I don't really like that. I don't like coming to terms with the fact that I've not necessarily lost myself, but I'm losing time to this. And it's not like again, it's not the worst thing in the world, you know. It's not like I'm sitting there all like sad, like oh I'm not again. I because frankly, if I wanted to, I could be high as shit and lock the fucking on my editing, you know. It's just I just don't want to at that point, you know. I'd much rather do something fun like sit or like literally anything else, you know. I don't have a lot of self control when it comes to that, and it ends up leading me to just getting high anytime I'm home when I need to get work done. Along with that, unfortunately, my friends have been starting to get into Overwatch, which I'm probably gonna make a whole other video about having like a personal hobby versus like a group hobby thing. But like I love that my friends are doing something with me. I love that they're doing the thing I like to do, you know? But it's like my thing. You know, I really want to talk about this in its own video, but I'm losing control of a lot of things that are usually unilaterally mine, you know? And like I cut my hair the other day, and I think I did a bad job. I don't really like it. I think it cut it too short or something. Like I'm losing control of the things I usually have control of. I cut my hair bad. I fucked up my car. I can't get can't get a girlfriend. I get high all the time. I can't really play Overwatch by myself anymore because all my friends play it with me now. I feel like all of the things that I typically am able to exert control over, excluding being able to get a girlfriend, obviously that involves an entirely other party. I'm saying the things that I usually am able to control and handle and work with and dictate by myself are not operating in a way that they should be, and it's fucking me up right now. And I wish there was a way for me to not only regain that control, which I mean there is, it's going to take time, but also to manage with the fact that things are changing and it's probably not always going to be in my control. You know, I'm gonna what we ended on with my breaks. We're gonna go back to the breaks. What we ended on was after all that malarkey, we ended up dropping it off at a designated like a break place, a car repair shop, right? Because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. My dad doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. We don't know what the fuck we're doing. We're gonna leave it to the professionals. And I don't want to say I feel weak for doing that, but I have a sense of pride comes with being able to solve my own problems, being able to cut my own hair, fix my own car, play my own game, not get high every day and edit my videos. There's a sense of pride whenever I'm able to produce something or fix something when I do something. And the fact that I've been losing a lot of control over the things in my life these last couple weeks has made me feel really aimless, kind of just drifting along. Things are just happening. My friends just said, get on the, or they didn't just, they said it 2 hours ago. I just got home. They said, get on the game. We're on Overwatch. Overwatch is my thing. I play that game by myself, and then we all laugh at EJ for playing Overwatch by himself. And it's like for the longest time, I wanted them to play with me. And now that they are, it's like, holy shit. This is like a thing that I enjoy by myself, not with y'all. It's a weird feeling. But one of the things that I'm very grateful for in these moments is the fact that I have people to rely on. I have my dad to help me with fixing my car. I have my friends to play the video game with me. And as much as it may not be fun or it may not be like I can't really get good footage because they all kind of suck. I'm having fun, and like it's great. I'm doing something with my friends that I love to do. It's amazing. There's a lot of give and take that comes with these things. It's never an absolute, and that's what I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for the fact that I'm able to not only have those give and takes, but be able to identify them, so I'm able to capitalize on them. I haven't eaten all day. It's currently 9:22. I've not eaten all day. That's how we'll cap this. I think about last year around this time, maybe in March, I was talking about fast food and how I eat a lot of it. I'm currently 240 pounds. I'm 6'4", so it's not like the worst thing in the world, but I'm overweight. A good deal overweight. I don't know if you can tell by the way I'm heavily breathing in the mic half the fucking video, but I'm overweight and I'm trying to at least get to 220. That's my goal. Lose 20 pounds within like a month or two. I don't really have any time frames. I don't do any like planning. I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna eat more protein, eat less fast food. That's the gist of what I'm gonna try and accomplish here. Because over the last year, I have lost control over my eating habits. They had fallen victim to getting really high and then eating a bunch of food. I never really ate throughout the day, but at nighttime, I would get high and eat a shit ton of food. And because of that, I gained a good bit of weight. You know, maybe you don't really see it in my face. Maybe you do see it in my face. I don't know. But I do have a little bit of a gut, and I don't like that. Summer's coming up, and I'd never really been comfortable showing my body like shirtless. It wasn't like the biggest thing in the world for me. I used to be really skinny, but now I have a little bit of pudge, and it's not like world ending, you know. Not saying it's a bad thing. I don't personally want it there, so I'm going to take control of what I can, control my diet, control my activity, and really see if I can get my body to at least appear more attractive. You know, maybe then I can put shirtless pictures on my hinge. What I'm trying to say with this video, guys, there are a lot of things in your life that you may think you have control of when maybe in reality you don't have any at all. Or the vice versa. You may think you don't have any control over a situation when really you have all of the stakes. You know, you're in full control. Whatever it may be, being able to adapt, be fluid, work with your surroundings instead of trying to fight them is one of the better ways in it to it's one of the better ways to problem solve. What I try not to do is linger on those negative thoughts I have when things are changing and I can't impact them. Sometimes sometimes life needs to just do what life needs to do, you know? And I just have to let it happen. But when those moments come where I can take the reins, I take them with full confidence. Thank you. To, you know, doesn't help me, doesn't help them. It doesn't it's not fun to me. It's not fun for them, you know? At the end of the day, they want something fixed, and I want them to get off the phone. So the fastest way to do that is just to be the person who can just take that brunt, like force, take that brunt aggression, and then just get them over with. And it's not even like, oh, I just want to get this done so I can go back to my thing. It's more like I want to help this person as much as I can, but I also don't want to listen to this person. I swear, if I go get my laptop from work, I could probably pull like a 15-20 minute call of her just yelling at me. And it's not fun. I don't enjoy it. But I also have a level of understanding, a level of insight into what some of these people are going through to be able to understand where that anger is coming from so I can better assess it, address it, and then find a solution. What I'm trying to say with this video, guys, is be nice to the people that are working customer service. Please don't yell at me when I'm at work. I don't enjoy it. Thank you.